welcome back to Studio Lou. So I'm here with my second video on the Traveler's Notebook Make-Along that Wishes and Weeds is hosting. So I'm making 2 Traveler's Notebooks to go along with her make-along, and it's really fun so far. It's nice just kind of doing a project where someone else is doing the guiding, and so yeah, I'm enjoying it. So we'll do a quick recap of what we've already done. So in the first video, it was pages 1 and 2, which are the center page. In both, I used an Edith Holden page. This one has like a little tab at the top with a string through. And this one is the same kind of style, different page. And then page 2, which was actually pages 25, 26, 31, and 32. On this page, we did this lace side tuck. And on this page, we did a couple pieces of ephemera clipped onto the page. So that's that. So those are finished, good to go for now. So now we're going to start page 3 basically, which is actually pages 23, 24, 33, and 34. So the brief calls for using a patterned paper that has one side tea-dyed. So I'm using a jelly print page for both. And on the other side, it's not tea-dyed, but it is stenciled and inked. Okay. Then, sorry, I'm being distracted by my kids. They're running around upstairs like it's the circus. I don't know what's going on. So I've got kind of 2 packages of things here. I don't have everything I need yet to get this project done, so there might be a little bit of pausing. It's just the way it goes, like because there's so many steps here. So now I'm going to try to remember what Nancy did in her video. I remember the concepts, but I'm not going to be exactly the same. So the concept, let me talk about the concept. So both of these inside pages, there's a lot to do. So number 1 is you're creating a pocket here. And then on top of it, you're creating another pocket that is going to be a tuck up under. So these 3 will be affixed down and you can stick something up here. This will be just a normal pocket. Then the next part of the brief was to use a children's book page. I've used a page from this book. Let me just snooze this annoying thing. Hold on. Okay, so from Little Peter Cottontail, this is a wonder book. It's an old book. The pages were quite, you know, brittle. 1956. It's so cute. So yeah, that is for both books, the children's book pages that I'm using. So this one has a bunny and a bee, and I added some of the jelly print to hinge it with, so it goes with the back of the page. And so that's what goes on first. We're going to put that on there, this here, and then we'll need something to tuck up in there. Then on this side is another pocket. She used a mailing envelope. She actually used sort of labels and mailing envelopes for both sides here. I'm not doing that. This is actually an old Canada Post card. It's like a postcard with like the stamp on it printed, but there's nothing else on it. It's really interesting. And then I'm going to use one of my own handmade labels here like this. Oh, the other part of the children's book page is that you put a tab on there. This is my own felted silk and wool fabric, and I'm going to use a little bit of a sheep's lock and just stitch that across, so that'll be the tab. Then we need ephemera, vintage ephemera, to go in these pockets. I need a couple more things. I think she used like a receipt. Like both of these pockets need some ephemera, so I have to go digging for some things. But what I did find that is like the cool piece of ephemera, that's an original piece of ephemera, is I don't know if everyone watching this is familiar with like old CB radio, but this is a calling card from CB radio. So people used to use like ham radio, like truck drivers still do. Actually, a lot of people still use it. It's just like shortwave radio. People used to have them in their homes, and it was like having like kind of a party line channel where you would have a microphone and you'd have this like CB radio appliance, and you could choose a channel and you'd be able to talk on that channel when you turn on your microphone, and everybody could hear you through their CB radio. And like a lot of people would use them to communicate, like truckers do, or contractors did. And then a lot of people did just for fun. And also it was a way for families to keep in touch with like truck drivers and things. And I remember my funny story is my mother using it. My dad had a CB radio in his truck, and we had one in the living room. And I remember one day my mother, she, like, the other thing about this is everybody had nicknames, like you'll see here, like King of Hearts, also known as Bald Eagle, Queen of Hearts, Starduster. So this is like a husband and wife, probably. 73s, 88s to all. So that's some kind of a code that's like a, you know, have a good day, like good times, those kind of things. Monitor all channels, and like 120 plus some. So like they would talk on that channel. And like they would have their, I won't share like their personal information, but like they would put their information on the back of these cards, and like when they would get together at like truck stops or other meetups where people have ham radios, they would exchange these cards. So yeah, they could pass their information on to others. So anyways, long story short, not really. That's what I'm going to use as one of the tucks in this pocket. I think it'll be able to go in there. So that's this one. And I've got 2 to do. So let's get rolling here. The other one I'll show you real quick. That's the paper. This is the tab for the children's book page. This is my favorite book page because it has a toad on it. And if you know me, you know that I love toads more than everything in the whole world. Bunny on the back. That's that. Instead of this little envelope, I've got this vintage Photo Memories manila awesome like picture folder. And that's going to be my pocket on this side. Like that. I have another one of these cool CB radio cards. Love Bug, Boilermaker. Like, what a cool illustration, right? Isn't that so neat? I'm so glad to have something to use like for these. And then this will be the pocket for under here. It's just scrapbook paper, and this will be the tuck up. It's a little tiny envelope from the Curtis Fair in Saint Ignace, Michigan. Yeah, so anyways, that's what we're gonna do. Let's get going here. So I have to see what I have to do first. So the first thing that we want to probably do is we're gonna stitch on the label to this this thing, the little tab for the children's book page. So I'll hold that just like that. I gotta move my workboard and pull up my machine. I'm just gonna sew on camera because that's just the way shit's gonna go today. Okay. A little back stitch. Okay. There we go. I just gotta untangle with these little threads here. There we go. Then, is this the one? I was just watching Sunnyside Journals, who's also doing this make along, and she was talking about how she was just getting like all flustered and busy during making her videos, trying to make these videos. And I can totally, absolutely relate, because I think it's just because like you're trying to remember everything that you just watched in a video, and like, yeah. Okay, so now we have to, I'm going to move the sewing machine back a little again. I have to glue the hinge down. Oops. Just want to sort of spread this glue a little here. Okay. Let's make sure we've got this the right way. We do. Okay. So then just lining up the edges as best I can here. Okay, there we go. And I'm just gonna maybe, oh no, I don't need to trim that, I guess. Should be fine. This is a little thick, so I wasn't sure if I'd need to do any trimming, but I think it's fine. Okay, so now I have to think about this layout. So I want this pocket to go all the way to the bottom here. Then I'm going to make a little, just a little thumb hole. Then this is going to be the tuck down, the tuck up. I think I want that like right there. Yeah. Do I want to stitch around? Maybe I'm going to stitch around this one, I think. I can probably just reach my machine like without having to move it. That would be good. So just doing some decorative stitching on the pocket just because. Okay. Yeah, I like that better. Then here, do I want to do stitching? Maybe on the two sides. It would just make it a little more cohesive, I think. Okay. Pocket number 1. open pocket number 2. Let's give a little pressure there while that art glitter glue locks in. Okay, then we need glue stick. Let's move this. Where is the lid? Oh, there it is. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to use the glue that's dripping on here because I don't want this drippy. I'm just going to actually use the art glitter glue because why not? Now with this pocket, I'm just going to make it like a side tuck, like an L shape. I'm not going to put the whole, seal the whole thing closed. Okay. Push that over as far as possible because we don't want any overlapping. This can go in here. Okay, so that's that one. I've got to find some ephemera to go in these. So, but I just want to get the basic pocket finished and then I'll fill it a little bit later. Now I think maybe this might be in need of a little trim. I think it is. I think that it's just going over a smidge. It's just a little titch. Maybe it's a little crooked. Is that what I did? Let me double check. No, it's just a little bit too long. So let's just... There we go. Just slowly roll the scissors up and get a nice neat edge. Perfect. Okay, so that's that one. And it closes. We're good. Just making sure that this isn't too puffy. It's a little puffy, but it's not that bad. Okay, let's seal up the glue. Now we're going to set this one aside. Oh, hold on. So this was for 23. 24 envelope. Oh, and we have, she did a lace cluster on here, so I think I still need that. Some kind of a decorative thing. And I think I might just use this fun, like, starched piece of lace. It's a bit of fabric tack. Now my dog is barking. This is just the house of noise. I apologize if you can always just hear noise, but there's always kids, dogs, or some terrible combination of both. My son is like on month 2 of wanting to pick our dog up like a wheelbarrow by his legs. So we are on constant toddler watch because my dog is like a 17-year-old Methuselah Chihuahua dog. So he can't tolerate that kind of thing from my 1-year-old. So we have to keep them apart most of the time. Sometimes there's some more calm, gentle kind of coddling behavior happening these days. It's getting a little bit better. So we hope that it will soon stop. Okay, so envelope with lace cluster. This is 33. And this is 34. I'm going to be so glad when I'm all caught up to Nancy, because then I'm not going to feel like, oh gosh, what am I doing? How am I going to get there? This is what we do to ourselves. We just stress ourselves out about nothing. Like, the video is not going anywhere, guys. You can just chill, you know? Completely just chill. All right, so let's do the same thing again. We should be pros now, right? We just did this. So first is my Sweet Toad book page. And I'm just adding another piece of really beautiful felt. Actually, this is felted on beautiful wool, and it is a silk floral scarf. Oh, it's so pretty. So let's pop that in the sewing machine and just push it back here. Oops. It wants to be foldy. I just have to kind of remind it that I'm in charge of how this is going to go. Really, I am. This is completely up to me. There we go. I have to go grocery shopping tonight, and I'm completely procrastinating. Oh, yay. I don't want to. I don't love grocery shopping. Done. Snip and snip. Okay, there we go. Now move these out of the way here, and I like the direction that's going. I'm just gonna hold this here. This is the wrong glue, first of all. Secondly, when am I going to refill my bottle of glue? I know this one is jammed, really? Oh my gosh. Why are you so difficult, glue? It's my own fault. I left the lid off. I just left the lid off, and now it won't forgive me. Okay. Blow away all the fluffies, all the fuzzies. Okay. There we go. Little line of our glitter glue. Now let's just this is a press. Then I want to just quickly check my fold. Okay, I'm good. I'm trying to reestablish where the edge of this paper is, and it doesn't love it because it's got another piece of paper on the back, so it's going to need a little bit of tough instruction here. There we go. Okay, and then just kind of come back and glue a little more where we missed the edges here. Okay, and we could use a little under here, I think. There we go. That's that part done, done. Okay, now we need let's do this pocket first. see where the fold is here, right there. I think this is, again, going to be a little bit long, this other side page to close right. We'll see. Because this is a little bit of a chunky pocket. And now I'm gluing the entire thing down rather than making it a tuck. I think it would be a little too much because this one actually opens and it has a tuck spot here already and journaling space here and here. So I'm not going to make it a tuck, upper tuck pocket. I'm going to just go with that as it is. And then we'll see how our fold works. Is it going to impact our friend the toad? No, we're okay. All right, we're all right. Okay, so now over here we need this pocket, and I have to cut a little bit of paper off the bottom of this. Okay. Yep, that's good. Then we're going to make this little thumb hole again. And this time, I'm going to glue the whole thing down and just in an L. I think I'm just going to do the whole thing because we have to make an upper tuck on top of it. I don't want to make it like too wiggly when you're sticking things in and out of it. Okay. I didn't ink that. I should do it now. Just give it a little bit of... I mean, my colors are a little bright to be like, for this to be like a vintage theme really, so I don't need to be too obsessed about inking, but I still like to do a little bit. Give it a little bit of toning down. Especially this because it's this cool like manila. It's also really bright. It's like a really bright buttery yellow, almost a orange. Just kind of tone it down a little with some Distress Oxide. Okay. And then we have this. Will this fit in this one? See, this is a really narrow envelope, so I don't know. No, it won't. Okay, this has got to go in here like this. Then our little envelope here. Now I think I want to put something on this because it's kind of just boring on its own. It doesn't have anything going on. So let's take a look inside here. Maybe a stamp would be nice. Let's see what we have. Really interesting. What is this one? Oh. That's kind of off. That one's cool. It's got a northern gannet on it, and I love northern gannets. Yeah, it's got a cool, like, international stamp marking. Okay, so that can go there. Okay. Then, there's nothing in this envelope, I don't think. No. Okay, so let's just seal it closed a little bit of glue. Just kind of strengthen it because it's going to be an upper tuck for some little thing. Probably some kind of maybe dried flowers or whatever I find on my vacation. My great camping adventure in the middle of nowhere. Okay. All right, there we go. Then we need some kind of, like, I would say lace or something to embellish over here. So let me look for something. I've got a bit of nice birch paper too. I was also thinking about covering photo memories. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that kind of ruins the whole thing. I wonder if like a little like triangle kind of pocket there might be cool with fabric. And then I could put a little piece of vintage ephemera in there, like a little vintage photograph. Let's try. Okay. Good. Okay, sorry about that. Everybody's always bugging me when I'm doing stuff. Everybody's always bugging me. Oh yeah, this. Look at this vintage ephemera. This is so funny. I love it so much. I found this in an antique, one of my favorite antique stores. It's just this picture of these people somewhere like, and these pigeons are all landing all over their head. I love it so much. So I think that would be pretty fun in here, just in this little tuck here. But I'm going to let this glue dry because this is Fabri-Tac. So for now, I'll just pop it right in here, and that will be good. Actually, will it, let me see, will it go in here? It probably would, actually. Nope, still a little too. That's why I'm kind of like, this pocket is too skinny. That's why I thought maybe I should leave it open, but it's okay. We'll put it here. We still need something small for down here. Oh, look at her. Isn't she lovely? I've got so much, I don't have a ton of vintage photography, but I do have a bit. And it's so great. It's one of the best things. Oh, I've got this picture. So this was, this is a fish. So this is from the same antique store my friend used to own. And he bought like an estate that was owned by a gentleman who had passed away recently, but he was an incredible underwater photographer in like probably the 50s, 60s. Amazing. So I think we could fit this guy in here. If not, I might actually pull up this pocket and try again to get it to, I'm going to just run my scissors in it. Sometimes you just get a little too much adhesion on the sides because it's a very strong glue. I'm not worried about it. Like, yeah, there we go. I think something just catching it, and I have to find out what that is. Okay, I think I see it. All right. It's just like a little spot right here that got glued down to the back of the paper. Maybe I can just tear this up. And then I'm going to put some kind of backing paper that's smooth here. Okay, I'm just going to pause 1 minute while I grab some paper. So we have re-secured this. We're all good now. Let me just take a look. Okay, all good. Then flip this open. So I put some tissue paper under the pocket, and I'm going to leave this side open, I think. I want to do that. I think that would be good. Then maybe what I want to do too is round that corner a little bit here. Okay, actually I gotta try that again. I didn't get all the way down. It's a weird angle to round corners from. There we go. Now we got the whole thing. Perfect. Then I need to just ink it again. I'm going to do a little inking here. Now this little tuck up still needs something, but we're not going to worry about that right away. I will find something. Okay, so we've got our pigeon family here, and then inside here we've got our card from the CB radio people. Then my fish, it's going to go right in here. Okay, so this flips over like this. Okay, and then this whole thing closes like that. Yay, done. Okay, so now we can select which books we want these two to go with. So let's just move this extra ephemera out of the way here. What's this? This is pattern paper. Okay, so this one goes on here. Yes. Oh no, oh, on this one, sorry. So that is that. Book page. Okay, I think I've got all my labels here that I need on this one. Yes. So then this one, I think I'm going to put it with the purple stuff because it's kind of got a purple vibe. Yeah. And that means this one goes here with this. Okay. So we've done page 3 now, all done and ready to go. I'm going to call this a video because this was a longer, more complex one. So I will be back. I think I still have 2 more pages I need to catch up on. All right. Thanks for watching.